What's up, guys? What's going on? It's me, Frostfire, and today, guys, we're back here for another episode on the CherryPatch server. Today will be episode 2, and hopefully not a long rant about things that have happened. But I'm going to sort of talk about and try to clear up a couple things that I've not might have made sense on. More or less, just not explaining instead of going on about what oh, I forgot to build some railing, cobblestone railing here. But I forgot to more or less, trying to explain my actions with how I took things. I never really, explained that, and I really honestly don't know why I took certain actions the way I did and what I did afterwards. So it's kind of an interesting thing for me. But this is not cool. Alright, so hopefully we don't die. I got nothing important besides a lava bucket and a water bucket, which really aren't important, but let's hope for some more minecarts. But anyways, today, guys, I just wanted to say alright, so as you can tell, and this is probably more or less aiming at the CherryPatch server, and more or less the reason why I stopped recording, other than the drama I was going through in my own personal life and in the community, more or less after certain events I told you guys about earlier, where my life took the turn, and I'm going to say the May of 2015. Yeah, the May of 2015 is when my life took a significant change, because I started to realize on the actions I pulled off, some things I left behind, some people I left behind, some the actions I did back then, and the fact is that I looked into it further and realized what really happened, and it launched me into a state of, what the heck am I doing? It launched me into a state of, I need to get these people back, and I was working so much on one person because they mattered a lot to me, because they were kind of there for me when somebody else was. Oh shoot. That's not cool. That's not cool, man. Hey, listen, I get you guys are butt faces, but can you not? Here, it looked like another portal for a second, but I don't really care for XP right now. So we're just gonna burn them up. Yep. So completely lost my train of thought because of those skeletons. But yeah, so basically, somebody was there for me on the time that I was losing someone really dear to me, and as a teenager, somebody who's 15 years old, you kind of don't know how to react, and not much to say that I got really involved with this person, and I think more or less it was my fault that I did not restore things sooner with this person, with the person that I held dear, when honestly I should have, and I didn't, and it was just not a good experience for me, and things just continued to get worse, because eventually I got so caught up into things I didn't realize what I was doing, and one of my actions hurt the person who was still there for me pretty badly, and it was to the point I didn't see it. I was blind to the fact of what was going on, and when I realized, it was too late. And then a lot of things happened that I didn't see happen. And I did the dumbest mistake. Well, not the dumbest mistake, but I did a pretty dumb mistake. And it costed me. My reaction was just 2, it was absolutely just depression. And then I realized not too long after that who else I lost, and I started going into this constant action to try and get myself back together, which it didn't work at all, because here I am and I still don't even feel like who I was back then. And in a way I miss who I used to be back then, because I used to be a very different person in terms of how I acted and how I let things affect me and how I didn't let some things affect me. You know. And with that, now obviously it's much different. And obviously I kind of don't like the fact how it is. You know, I miss the fact how I used to say and do some things, because I felt like I did them in a way that was just unique to me, and something that I forgot how to do because of the events sprawling out. And not only to say, with the, you know, the drama in the community going on, is that I'm not acting like what Frost would act. I'm not acting the way I should have. And people saw a really different side of me, and I eventually saw a really different side of myself. You know, I mean, like, a very different side of myself. And, you know, I just didn't know how to go about it, and I went on these, like, I've noticed my personality would change, like, the way I acted would change. Oh, rude hoe. Would change to some other significant things in my life, and I won't say what, because honestly, this is a secret that stays within people that I really indeed trust. Like, I'm not saying I don't trust you guys, because if I really didn't trust people watching this video, it's more or less, if I didn't trust it, I wouldn't even been talking about any of this. I would have just kept most of it to myself. But I do trust you guys in a sense, and in enough sense, but this is something like really personal. Like, imagine just something that's really dear and personal to you, and you don't feel comfortable sharing it, you know? And it's already been shared enough, because the kid crap talked behind my back, and he not only did that, but same guy just spread secrets about me as well. And, you know, just stop straying from the point, but the point being is I kept on changing my personality to these certain aspects of me to try and get my actual who I used to be, like my old personality, back. And I talked to a couple of my friends about this, and one of them says, you know, it looks like you're just overthinking and, you know, too much clinging onto the past. And to the point, he's right. And dang, why don't I have a fortune tick? Wow, that's a lot of diamonds over there. Okay. You know, and wow. And wow, I just completely lost my train of thought. Gee, that's what I do. Oops, that's not the ones I'm looking for. Here we go. Hold on, let me just quickly skip my coordinates. X. Eight, Y, 15. Alright. Now what was I saying? Oh yes. So, you know, to further continue on, I just was on a relapse on trying to find my old personality and trying to find who I used to be, you know. And like I said, one of my friends told me is just, I'm clinging on to the past a lot, and I won't deny it, you know. I really wouldn't deny it, because a lot of these spider spawners, Alright, we're out of here, we're out of here, we're out of here, we're out of here. Away from where the diamonds are. Actually, let's lead them right to the lava. Alright, let's try and get rid of this. Let's try and get rid of the spawner before I continue talking, so I... Fudge stains, fudge popsicles. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and heal myself up. Dang, I'm being spammed with stuff. Well, I'm gonna see who's texting me first. Okay. Alright, so now... Oh my... Let's just destroy the spawner. I've never come across so many spider spawners. Oh, not cool. Oh, not cool. Okay. Oh, look at this. Alright, so now that that's out of the way, excuse me. Anyways, I kept on going in a relapse, trying to find out who I used to be. And like I said for probably the 100th time now, that one of my friends said I'm dwelling too much on the past. I mean, I won't doubt it, but honestly, I've been trying to just analyze and understand what my actions were, why I did that, why I disregarded things, why did I change, why did I act the way I acted in the community, why did I do this, what triggered it all, why am I doing this? Like, I lost a lot, and somebody I really held dear, and one of the very close, like I held them very close to me, and I've cried for them too. I mean, I'm going to admit it. You know what? I don't know why, but people say it's a shame for guys to cry, and it really shouldn't be. In fact, it's actually pretty good if somebody cries, because it actually helps you, express your emotions. It helps you calm down more than you think. Oh my lord, these spiders. Oh, not cool. At least they don't freaking light you on fire. I'm probably giving Dinnerbone an idea. Bad idea. Let's not say things like that anymore. But yeah, anyways. And, people say I mean, if you're a guy or a girl, it doesn't matter. You shouldn't be told not to cry, because, I mean, like, if they're mocking you for crying, I'm not saying, like, if friends, like, trying not to get you to calm down and stop crying, I'm not saying they're being bad for doing that. But it's okay to cry. It's okay to let all that emotions out, And it's good that people do that. People cry. I mean, it's not begging for emotion. It's a human reaction, and you can't prevent a human reaction. And if you do, well, you're just bottling things. And bottling things, trust me, do not work. Because honestly, I bottled a lot of things in my time of all this drama and all this events happening all at once, Terrible idea. Like this one now. But, I mean, I constantly looked for ways to just see and revert myself, and of course, my personality kept changing, but every time a certain event would happen, I'd suddenly return back to what I felt I used to be. And I say it's maybe the quote-unquote perfect replication. I don't know, but it's something I relapse into this mood where it's like I feel like how I was 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and not only that, I've been just trying to move on from the events that have happened. I mean, you know, losing somebody really dear to you. I mean, losing somebody the first person who you fell in love with, the first person you expressed your life story to, and who actually didn't leave you despite your actions, the way you treated them sometimes, you know? It changes the way you feel about somebody. I mean, that's why I try and be there for people as much as I can, because you don't know how much it can mean to somebody for just being there for them as much as possible. You don't know how much it means to just be at their side when they're down, you know? It changes the way people feel and think about you, and even as I say it now, I'm just kind of tearing up because it's how it was for me and this specific other person. And honestly, it's no longer a secret because I just told my brother, so if people know, and what's happened. But it's just something I seek for anymore. It's something I look for, because not everybody in this world will ever forgive your actions, you know? Some of your actions, of course, will not be the best. We all make mistakes, but that one person who sticks there for every step of the way, and every dumb thing you do, every dumb action you make, it might hurt them, but if you realize it and you apologize, then things should go well. And even if you don't, if these people really care about you, they'll wait for something. But if they don't get one, and the person just, you know, just deliberately shows he doesn't give 2 cents about the person that they care for, then it's not worth it. But you know, when you feel that bond of somebody who's actually there for you, somebody who cares, it captures you. And as much as that's what I miss, and that's what I had with this person. And honestly, I talked to them about how I felt about them still, and for a given reason, we've decided to part ways. But you know, that was more or less for her anxiety than it was for just it just being, oh, things changed, so I'm gonna feel this way about you. No, it was because of what transpired between us, and you can't push somebody to be your friend, and you can't push somebody further than you might have already pushed them. You can't, you know. And what's best is just move on and just keep the good memories, you know. And that's what I've been trying to do. I've just been trying to find that way to find myself that I used to be, you know, and be the person that was just there. And well, whether it's here will I ever become the person I was, or ever be the person I was, or become the better person I used to be, then it's good. I mean, change in your life won't always feel like the best. Sometimes it will, sometimes it won't. You just never know. But you know, for me, I've been looking, and I just want to hold a relationship with somebody where I'm going to be there for them, and I can help them with almost anything. You know, that's how I used to be. I used to be able to help people. I used to help people all the way, you know, as much as I can. I used to actually be that person who could help comfort people. Now, of course, that changed because with events, you change who you become, you know. You change who you used to be. And that's that. So, other than that, that's kind of the reason why I've been absent, the reason I've been not around for CherryPatch, not around for YouTube, other than for that, my punishment, and for, I should probably go locate those diamonds again. I don't already have them on the chat, but you know, it's the way I acted, and granted, I can't change the way things were, and nor can I restore the things I've lost, but it's the best is to move on and try to just become the best I'm trying to become, because honestly, with each change, I guess I've been getting better. And I won't fully know until I realize it, you know? And that's something everybody's got to realize for themselves, is you won't know your change if you don't give yourself the chance to realize that you changed for the better and or for the worse, you know? You got to give yourself that chance. You can't just look at it and just say, no, I haven't changed. Because if you don't give it a chance, then you'll never see what you actually did become and what you actually changed to be. So, other than that, that's kind of the reason why my absence has been here, and hopefully my absence will let up, but I'm trying to just fix things and change things IRL, you know, and just trying to do things where, ooh, whoa. Yeah, and, well, I can only see where life goes, because, I mean, I guess I've found better, and hopefully I am finding somebody, but who knows? I won't know until it happens, until things transpire that can turn out for the best, and you've always just got to have hope. You just gotta hope. And you can't just sit there and just be hopeless. Anyways, I think I've run out of ideas what else I wanted to talk about in this episode, so I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Got this kind of, you know, this episode kind of touched down a bit more with me, and in fact, a few more of these episodes might in fact continue to touch to you guys, touch down to your level, and telling you what, oh god, this thing, what's been going on with me. So, anyways, after we kill this skeleton, I don't think projectile protection is a good idea now. Oh hell no! Oh, okay. Here. Well, let's go get my stuff back, and then we'll arm myself with a sword first, or with a wooden hoe. We'll beat up everybody. We'll beat everything up there with a wooden hoe. You know what? Let's just go with what we have. Whoops, hit the wrong button, went to F3. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I'm gonna go ahead and just get my stuff off camera. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Like, if you enjoyed, subscribe to become Frostfire today and join the Frostfire Army. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Peace.